How's it going? This is Hoiman, and today we're taking a look at the Figma Black Rock Shooter figure. And this is the game version. So you have a nice window display to see the figure inside, and in the background it's like a checkered pattern as well, which is very iconic from the game. And then it has this really nice dirty sort of color scheme all over the box. And then for the top we have nice illustration of the figure. And same on the one side, and then similar on the other side as well, and then again the same on the bottom. And then the back we just have some pictures of the figure showing what other accessories she comes with, and then down here you just have some legal stuff. And to open the box you just lift open the top flap and you pull out the figure like so. And to open the figure you just lift open the front cover. There we have the figure all together with its accessories. So first you do get some instructions just showing what the figure comes with, and for the most part it is very self-explanatory. So here's the actual figure, and although it's quite an older figure now, it's still really nice. Like, the sculpt is really good, really accurate to how the character appears from the game. And then the amount of detail in this figure is very impressive. So looking closer at the face, I feel that they really captured the likeness of the character. It looks just like her from all angles. And then the emotionless expression is also very accurate to how she is. And then the eyes are really nice and bright in there as well. Just looks very stunning. And then the hair is a matte finish black, but it has some shading of a dark blue in there to really bring out the details. And that continues on into the pigtails as well. And again, these are really nicely sculpted. Has a lot of wind blowing motion in them. And then the tips are a slightly softer material, but they are at the same time still very delicate, so I can see that they can easily break off, so you have to be careful of those. Moving down to her torso, you can see the tattoos on her stomach here, which is really nice. Nice attention to detail. And then the coat itself has a lot of detail with the white stripes and the stars. And then she has the folded hood as well. And then the coat itself is a kind of different material from the rest of the figure, so it is flexible. And then down to her belt, nice metallic silver. And then down to her shoes, again, nicely sculpted, nice details. And then moving on to her kind of wings, again, really nicely sculpted. Lots of detail, you can see all the panel linings, it's just very nice looking overall. But I will say, the plastic used for these does feel, I don't want to say cheap, but they just feel quite brittle. And they kind of feel hollow as well, so it feels like they can really easily break. So again, you have to be careful of those. And because they are hollow, they don't really weigh down the figure at all. Even if you pull out the figure like so, it's not really gonna limit her balance too much. So for articulation, the neck is on a single ball joint, so she can look down that much and look up that much. And you can tilt her head side to side and also twist. And then the pigtails are on hinges as well. So you can move them up and down as well as bring them back and forth. So you can get a lot of range of motion with her hair. The shoulder is on a single ball joint, so you can move that around however you want. And it's also on a hinge, so you can bring out the arm. And then the hood is a softer material, so it doesn't really limit it too much. And then you can also swivel it around as well. And then she's got single jointed elbow. You can get a lot of range of motion. And then her wrists, her hands are on an older style Figma joint, so it's literally just a peg that plugs in with a hinge, so you can rotate her hand around however you want, and it's also hinged as well. And then the torso is on a double ball joint, so she can lean forward, not a whole lot, and then lean back, not a whole lot either. She can tilt side to side as well as twist. And then I just also like to mention that these parts are really fragile as well, so they can easily bend, so have to be careful of those. The wings are also on hinges, so you can move them up and down as well as bring them back and forth. And then this part here is on a hinge, so you can fold those in if you want. The hips are on ball joints, so she can bring out her leg all the way to the side. Because the jacket's softer material, it doesn't really hinder it. She can also kick forward and kick back as well, and then can also swivel. And then she's got single jointed knees, but you get a lot of range of motion. And then the ankles are on hinges, so you can bring a foot back and forward, as well as swivel and twist. And again, these bits on the boots are quite solid, but they don't feel like they're going to break though. So despite being an older Figma, she still has all the articulation you'd expect, and because of the design in her coat and stuff, she still has a lot of range of motion. That's the figure. Let's take a look at the accessories. So starting off, she has her default face, and then she also comes with a shouting face. She comes with an alternative hairpiece with the flames, and it's a nice translucent blue, looks really nice. And then for hands, she comes with the pair of hands, as well as a rack of different hands. So you have two types of holding hands to hold her weapons, as well as two hands that don't have the hinge. So it's just one solid piece, and that's to help hold her weapon in place. And then she also comes with two open palmed hands. And then she also comes with a pair of fists. She also comes with a sword, nicely sculpted, has a nice metallic blue for the blade. And then she also comes with her rock cannon. Again, very nicely sculpted, has a really nice dirty sort of wash over it to really bring out the metal and sculpt. And then she comes with two Figma display bases, as well as a connection for the base. And finally, she comes with a Figma bag. So my final thoughts are, if you're a huge fan of this character or the game itself, then I highly recommend this figure. Despite it being an older figure, she's still very impressive, very nicely sculpted, lots of detail, and comes with a good range of accessories. But because she's an older figure, the price for her has gone up quite a bit since release, so she can be a bit hard to find, but again, it's a really good figure, and if you're a fan, then I'm sure you won't be disappointed. That's my review. Thank you for watching, and enjoy some pictures.